What do you know about them, King Kai?
What do you mean? What does he know about them? King Kai knows everything!
Good morning, everybody. No, just kidding. It's not morning. So I was just watching that push-up video, and y'all might be wondering why there's a board in the window. No, it's not a foreclosed property or anything. So that room is being remodeled, and my mom's boyfriend, Mark, he did something to like smash the window out or something and broke it. So he just put a board there to cover it up for now. It's no big deal. Room's not being used, so yeah. So it's not morning. I went out and had a life last night, and it was an incredible night, and I'll talk about that in a second, but let's get started. So I had to be to work for 7:30 a.m. Oh wait, hold on. Time for the good morning song. Wait, no. It's afternoon. The afternoon song? Good afternoon to now. You just have to wait till tomorrow, I guess. So, last night was just a really nice night with good friends. And I mean, I still had to work at 7:30, like I said earlier, so I got up. I left my friend Matt's house at around probably 4 o'clock or so. So I made the 2.5 hour drive back, and I went straight to work, and I got about 2 hours of sleep on his floor, which is actually really comfortable. He has a really nice rug in his house. But yeah, that was a great night. And I don't know how many people like go out and then feel guilty because they're not like fulfilling like what they're supposed to be doing. It may just be like a me thing, but I feel like super guilty if I make plans to do something like for myself and I don't follow through with it, and instead I go and like hang out with friends. Wow, look at the color of the sky. Oh, you probably can't see that. It's all pink. It's like this pink hue. Go pollution. Anyways, I feel rejuvenated, and it was really nice to hang out with like good friends, just to chillax and have like no pressures. And yeah, it's a really, really nice night. And yeah, we just caught up a lot. And excuse me. I mean, I had to make sacrifices. I wasn't able to do my piano lesson, and my French lesson I had to do in the car via podcast. But other than that, it was a good night. Oh, and it took me a day longer to figure out how to upload these videos, but I think I got it figured out. So by the time you're watching this, just to like put real life perspective into play, after this run, I'm gonna go make sure that the day 12 video gets uploaded to YouTube. So you're probably watching this like 4 or 5 days after, but whatever. So I was not prepared with a topic today. So let's see if one comes to me. Got one. So like how you influence others, or how I influence others, or how anybody influences others. I love to talk about this because I think it's such a powerful thing that like one smile can change 1,000 lives. I really believe that. I really think that if you put yourself out there, sometimes even when you're not feeling good, and you smile at somebody that has their head down, and you use your passion in your voice to say, hey, how are you doing? Are you having a good day today? That can just mean so much to somebody. So much. And I love seeing, actually, I love not seeing how that affects the rest of the world. But it's so cool because I started doing this when I was at Sears in high school. After my Romania trip, I wanted to be as positive as possible to as many people as possible. So after I got out of my shell a little bit via working at Sears and selling random people credit cards, it really changed my perception. Halfway point, everybody. Woo! I think it's super important for my life. I do it, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I love to do it because, and by do it, I mean smile at everybody that you see. Ask everybody how their day is. Don't judge people based off of what they're wearing or where they are. Just assume that they want to have a nice day too. Because I feel like everybody wants to have a nice day. We all just have our own different ways of doing it in our own culture. But a smile is universal. And most of the time, if you're not in another country that doesn't know English, saying, hey, how are you? With a smile on your face is even more effective. So, personally, I have a really strong passion. That's my why. That's why I do things. Try to have the butterfly effect. But what I was getting back to about Sears is that when I started doing that, there were so many people that did not like it at all. Like, my bubble, I completely transformed my bubble in the Brunswick area. There were so many people that judged me because I was a bigger guy. I wasn't as good looking, and not very many people, if you say hello to somebody and you're a good looking guy, you're gonna get a lot more responses than that chubby 16-year-old kid. Mostly confidence-wise, good-looking person is gonna have the confidence to say it with passion and mustard behind it. And people are attracted to a smile that's real as well. But even then, I got tons of people coming back and being return customers and signing up for credit cards, and I didn't want them to don't get me wrong, I happily accepted their applications and everything, and I totally ruined a lot of people's credit. But a lot of where my sales was just making sure everybody was okay and trying to reach out to people. And I think that's so important that everybody does that. And I'm really happy to be around the group of people I am now because they don't judge me like I used to get judged all the time for just reaching out to random people and saying hello and smiling. You wouldn't think that would be something that people would judge you for. But yeah, it happens a lot. I don't know. My friend Matt last night, he gave me an extreme compliment, super high praise, and he said, man, I admire you for having the guts and the authority and the confidence to be able to say hello to whoever and walk up to whoever and do whatever like that. Firstly, that happened because I was trying to do it for other people and trying to brighten other people's day. It wasn't about me, it was about them. And so yeah, it's super easy to talk to people now for me because usually when you give something, you receive a lot more. And I love that theory. It hasn't like faltered yet. And yeah, in this way, I just give everybody my smile, even if I'm not really feeling it. Sometimes I'm having a really bad day and I'm in my head and everything's going not so right. But like, I mean, I don't have that attitude about it. I'm nonstop being like, yo, there was this in the day that went right, and there was this in the day that went right, and there was this, and I focus on that. But like, sometimes when I have to fake my smile, and then I smile at somebody and say, hey, how are you? And they like jubilantly, exuberantly, whatever, when they answer me back like, hey, I'm doing well, thank you, and sincerely, like when they answer that back, that makes my day like 100 times better. I don't get it. I don't know why. It's like, maybe if it's a chemical reaction or something, but it's amazing. It's amazing how we can affect others just with the butterfly effect and smiling. But that's just my take on it. And I feel like I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have the confidence I have today. I wouldn't be doing these videos, that's for sure. If I hadn't learned to be okay with people like not being okay with me smiling. I don't know, there's just so many people that I've met over time that have tried to tear me down because of it. And I've learned to build those people up and not look at it as them tearing me down, but them having an issue with themselves. This is much more to talk about than we have time for because I'm back. And I think today is 18 out of 30. I'll have to check, but regardless, thank you all for clicking on this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And was that all right? Like asking for thumbs up? You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. And have a great rest of your day. Thank you.